Charlotte from Gel Nail Box here, just going to show all of our customers how to use our glitters when using gel polish. We do get this question quite a lot. A lot of people might not have used glitters with a gel polish before, so we just wanted to do a little video just to show you all a couple of different ways you can use it. Okay, there's really no right or wrong way, but there is a couple of ways that you can get the most out of your glitters. And we're going to show you a couple of different ways today as well. So first of all, I'm just going to show you on some nail pops today, and I've just buffed these, and I'm just going to put our base coat on there. And I'm going to show you how to use glitters when using a colour coat and when using no colour coat on there. So you can just use our glitters just on the nail as well with no colour polish. So when we talk about capping the free edge, a lot of people ask this. It's just lightly the free edge of your nail with the polishers. Okay, so we're just going to put those under the lamp to cure. So I have got tools as well. So I've got our fan brush, which is really good when using with glitters, and our stipple brush, which I would say is probably a bit of a must-have if you do like your glitters. I'm going to show you a couple of different glitters today as well, because we do get asked quite a lot about our chunky glitters and our holographic glitters, and the best ways to really sort of make those you know, glitters stand out on there. So I'm just going to put a colour coat on this one and pop it back under the lamp while I show you how to use glitters with no colour coat. So a lot of people will like to use a colour coat underneath just to give the nail a bit of strength with a gel polish. You might like to use them because you might be using less glitter, or just a ombre effect glitter, or just some glitters at the bottom or the glitter at the top. So you do want the colour underneath. So it's totally up to you sort of what look you're after. So I just, this one I'm using Faith on there, and that's in our core range. And I'm just going to show you how to use glitter first of all with no colour coat or anything on there. So it's already got the base coat on. We're just going to take our non-wipe top coat and just pop a layer of this onto the pop. Okay, so not too thick. Let me show you wiping off any excess and just cap that free edge. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flash cure. When we talk about flash cure, it is really just a couple of seconds under the lamp. So that's literally all I'm going to do, because I've got quite a powerful lamp. I've got a 48 watt one here. So I am just, it does cure really, really quickly, about 10 seconds. So it literally, a couple of seconds and out. Okay, and I've taken our Venus, which is our holographic glitter, and I'm going to take our stipple brush as well. I'm going to work over our pots. This is a reason why we chose these pots for our glitters, because they've got quite a wide neck on them. So you can just work literally straight over the pot, catches anything back in there. But if you do want a little bit more room, you know, if you're just starting out with glitters and things, we do our glitter catching trays. So you can literally work over this. It will catch all the glitter and you can pour it back in your pot as well. But I'm just going to work quickly over here. So you just take your stipple brush and you just pat the glitter onto that tacky, okay, so we only flash cured it, so it's going to be a little bit tacky. And literally we're popping it on there and we're flattening it down as we go. Okay, the important bit when working with glitter is to flatten it down. So I'm doing it like this, but a lot of people, obviously I'm using a nail pop, a lot of people will just literally dunk their nail in the pots, and you can do with our pots because they're quite, you know, they're quite wide and big, so you can just dunk your finger in there if you wanted to, but I find I like to work with our stipple brush. So if you did dunk in there, you could take it out or take your finger out and then use our stipple brush then to sort of flatten it down. Okay, so you will sometimes hear of it called a burnishing. A burnishing is a bit more of a rubbing action. I'm not going to rub too much with this because you can be at danger of rubbing it off slightly where you've gone. So I am just sort of patting and flatting where I'm going. Okay, then I'm just going to take our fan brush, literally to brush off any excess and just to really brush over there, and it will really flatten it out as well. Okay, flattening as well when you're working with glitter is really important, because if you was to just dunk your finger in there, put a top coat on and put under the lamp, you're going to get quite a rough finish on your nail as well. The more you flatten glitter, the smoother finish you'll get afterwards. So imagine if this was on your nail, you'd just use this brush to get all of those glitter particles outside, you know, from your skin, which our brush is really good for. Okay, so I feel like I've flattened that enough now. So I'm just going to pop back under the lamp to cure it. Remember, we only flash cured, we didn't fully cure that layer. Okay, and you need to make sure you are fully curing every layer of gel polish before you pop another layer on there. Otherwise it can cause bubbling of the gel polish because it's not properly cured underneath the layers, and that is when you do start getting allergic reactions and things to gel polishes. If you get it on your skin, it's not cured. If you leave it on your nails, it's not cured. It really does, really important that it is cured. Okay, so that is fully cured now, and as you can see, that gives a really beautiful holographic finish. And that, to be honest, there isn't any gaps in there. I can't see any sort of the white nail pop underneath there. If you look at the back, it is fully covered. So you don't really need another coat. If you did have a couple of patches on there, all you do is take your non-white top coat, okay, thin layer on again, flash cure again, and exactly the steps we've just done. So you flash cure, you burnishing and rubbing it on there, flattening it out, and then curing under the lamp. But I don't think, you know, that needs another layer on there. That's perfectly fine. And all I'm going to do now is take our non-white top coat and go over all of that glitter. Okay, capping the free edge again and curing it underneath. And what I would likely do with that one as well is put another top coat on there, because we've not used those colour coats underneath. I just want to strengthen that up a little bit, because I do like, you know, my gel polish to strengthen my nails a bit. So I would, and it does, if you use two layers of top coat whenever you do your nails, it's gonna last much longer. Just gives you a bit of peace of mind, really, that it is, you know, really strong on there. So that is how you would use your glitter with no colour coat. And how I like to. A lot of people do ask us, how do you do this, how do you do that? And what I'd like to say is trial and error. As long as you're fully curing and you're not putting yourselves at risk of anything like reactions and things like that, you know, do just have a bit of a play and trial. You'll find the best way that works for you. A lot of people will just like dunking and maybe just using the fan brush to flatten and curing. It's totally up to you. But as you can see, that is really, and that is Venus. That's one of our really popular holographic ones. It's a nice sort of dusky pink base sort of glitter colour, and then you've got all that holographic in there as well. So that is, and you do all nails if you wanted to, and perfectly finished. A lot of people do just like I've got at the moment, just like a bit of a accent nail with your glitter and using your polishes as well, but it's totally up to you. Right, so now I'm going to show you one with a colour coat. So we based, didn't we? We base coated, we put one colour coat on, and I'm just going to pop, and we cured that, and I'm just going to pop another thin colour coat. You do only need, if you're giving our polishers, oh, this is a good point as well, before you use any gel nail polishers or nail polishers, okay, to really mix all that colour back up, because they've probably been stood on your shelf a few weeks or whatever, you do just need to give it a good roll in your hands, okay, to mix it up, get all the pigment in there. Right then, anyway, so we've just colour coated again, and again I'm going to flash cure. Okay, so literally a couple of seconds under that one, and again, okay, exactly the same steps as before, and I'm just going to burnish on there. In fact, I'm not going to fully burnish this, I'll just show you if you wanted to create a bit of a different look, instead of having a full sort of one on there, and then just flattening down, and just sort of dragging that glitter off the end, and then popping your lamp to fully cure. Okay, don't forget that step, to fully cure that layer before you put another layer on there. Okay, with metallic glitters, this is just a you know, your normal sort of metallic glitters. A lot of people will just stick the fingers in and flatten that down. But with the holographic, I would say it's really, really important probably to use a brush to get that full-on sparkle. Okay, to ensure everything's fully flat, because that's when you're going to get the most sort of from your glitter. Okay, so I've just fully cured that one, and I'm going to leave that one like that. Actually, I quite like that. So it is, we flattened it down, we just put that on lightly, and again, just going to go over using non-wipe top coat, capping that free edge, and just curing that. Okay, if you wanted it fully over a colour coat, okay, just do it fully like we did before our uncured coat, and then cure it and then top coat. You will get sort of the underlying colour probably peeking through, depending on how much glitter you put on. It's totally up to you how much you put on there. Okay, once that's cured, I'm going to show you. In fact, we'll pop that one away. Okay, so that one's Faith with Venus on there, and that's really nice, isn't it? It gives you, when it's on your nail, that gives you a nice sort of French manicure style, doesn't it, with the glitter tips. Just, you know, brushing that down there, a bit of a glitter fade. So it's totally up to you, but that's sort of using over a colour coat.